The city of Denver is making major changes to its plan to solve homelessness. After spending more than $200 million to move people off of the streets and into hotel shelters, the mayor says the strategy that used to work is no longer a viable strategy. Mark Salinger, he's covering this story too for us. He sat down with Mayor Mike Johnston to talk about the next phase of this plan.
I think the next 2 years are going to be harder than the last 2 years.
Denver Mayor Mike Johnston is changing course on his goal to solve homelessness. After the city moved more than 7,000 people off the streets and into shelters or homes since he took office 2 years ago, he says the same strategies are no longer working.
That strategy was the right one for the right time, which is when your problem is 1,000 tents in your downtown, you have to have 1,000 units to move people into. Now the challenge is faster case management, people into work faster, people into housing faster.
Today, the city announced it's closing a hotel shelter it leases and is converting a micro-community it built into workforce housing. The changes represent a dramatic shift from moving people indoors to now trying to get people into permanent housing.
I think the first stage of the work was successful, getting the encampments closed. The second stage is success would be all of those folks are now in treatment, in housing, in a job.
We know Johnston's plan to move people indoors has already cost more than $200 million, with a price tag above $50 million a year right now. It costs about $40,000 a year to keep someone in a hotel shelter. As people stayed in the rooms longer, Johnston realized the city had a problem.
And it was hard conversations where we started to look at folks that have been there for 6 months or 9 months or 12 months. And we said, this is not okay because we, the taxpayers, can't afford to pay for this.
The goal now is to get people in and out of shelters faster, focusing on increasing the amount of people moving off the streets and into permanent housing.
The good news and the bad news is there is one singular risk for the whole city on this, and it is the availability of affordable apartments in the city for people to live.
Denver is short about 40,000 affordable homes right now. It's a challenge the mayor acknowledges.
The single most important thing for us to figure out how to solve is to make sure we can bring on enough units. And I will tell you that's one we don't have the answer to yet.
It's a new set of challenges for a city still trying to solve a problem that no other city has ever figured out. For Next, I'm Mark Salinger.
The new contracts for organizations working with the city on homelessness will be paid out based on performance. For example, how many people they get into housing. That's also a change from how the city has handled contractors in the past.